Well, it sounds like Loki could go where no series has gone before, or at least to my knowledge. AKA, according to a brand new rumor, Loki might actually openly acknowledge the recasting of multiple actors in the MCU, and even acknowledge some of the major actors that could have gotten these roles, which are still rumored for future projects. Let's get to that. In some real version of the multiverse, Edward Norton is still the Hulk, and Terrence Howard is still War Machine. Although in our universe, they would be recast, with Mark Ruffalo taking on the role of Bruce Banner, aka the Hulk, and Don Cheadle taking on the role of James Rhodes, aka the War Machine. Now sounds like Loki could actually explain why these characters are played by different actors, and it all ties in with the show's central plot about the TVA specifically dealing with variations of timelines due to meddling with the Infinity Stones, the Tesseract, and everything else that's happened in the MCU. So let's realistically look at what people are speculating and the theories out there. So to simplify this, as always, essentially all those branching timelines and things that Loki is helping the TVA with will explain all these little, multiverse incursions, different versions of characters that exist played by different actors. Since we know that we will have multiple different actors playing different versions of Loki in different time periods, settings, and versions of the multiverse, they are saying that due to the fact that everything has sort of been a jumbled mess since the messing with time has been something that's clearly in the future of the MCU, that the TVA could openly acknowledge the fact that characters were recast, saying that due to the messing of time with multiple third parties that are involved with it throughout Loki, the upcoming Doctor Strange, Quantumania, and such, that we're going to see these little ramifications and moments acknowledged as variants. So why exactly did Edward Norton's Hulk look different? Well, that might be a deviation in the timeline, but this is just sort of what happens. How about War Machine? Same thing. How about Shazam? I mean, Shazam ended up playing Findrel after the original actor stepped away. Sure, yes, Zachary Levi, there you go. That explains it there. And I mean, that would make sense, right? It'd be a nice little fun joke and a nod to these recastings, but also it opens them up to what we've heard about Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, acknowledging all these multiverses and different versions of characters that do exist, such as the fact that it's been heavily rumored that we will see, for example, Tom Cruise play a different version of Iron Man in the multiverse. They could openly acknowledge it here and say, yeah, that's all just how it goes. To you, you perceive it as normal. The reason you accept Mark Ruffalo's version of Bruce Banner as the definitive one is because to you there was no change made. The actor saw it though. So they could, in essence, break sort of almost the fourth wall in Loki and explain this. Now, do I think this will happen? No. I personally don't think you go that hard into it. If they did, that would be absolutely insane and mind-blowing, and hats off to them and congrats for going that insane, but it just seems a little too out of left field. But then again, we just don't know. I mean, for all we know, in one of the versions of the splintering timelines, we will literally see something like that. We go, oh damn, they did it. But do they go stop the show and explain this to us? That seems a little far-fetched, but hey, who really knows what's happening next? I mean, anything could happen, so what do you guys think?